back over in Watcher of Realms for a little bit. Not sure how long. Let's see what we've got going on over here. Looks like I can come up here and claim these auto rewards that are sitting here. Looks like it's just 2 arena permits that I have left to claim there, so let's get those. Have to clear it out of there. Maybe. There it goes. Alright, and then we have what? I think we can look at this events tab and see what we got going on over there. Alright, Brave Conquest, we have 20 diamonds to claim. And this is the one that you loot gear pieces and meteorites from gear raids and artifact material raids, and when you do, you can get these. I'm at 839 points at the moment. If I get up to 900 points, then I'll get 50,000 gold, so that's something to think about. There are some pretty cool rewards on down here. If you see, down at that 6,000, you can get 2 of the ancient summoning crystals, which would be especially good right now, since there's the 1-for-1 summoning on the legendary ancient stuff. When you summon through the ancient, using the ancient crystal. Let's look at Tales of the Smith. Tales of the Smith, I have a rare skill crystal to claim. That's from enhancing gear pieces. And again, there's some pretty nice stuff here. And if you see this, there's a good number of summoning crystals on here. Which again, saving up for that Frost Fall Jamboree, we should kind of think about trying to get those. And again, that's from enhancing gear pieces. 1 day and 10 hours left on that. So, pretty good little thing there. Then we've got daily quests to claim with 1 purchase in the black market of the Dwarven Association. So we get 200 more gold dragon tokens. That is for this gold dragon pass. Looks like we've got let's pick level 11 to get a 5-star psychic power shards. 5 of those. Alright, now, if we get up to level 15 on this, then we will get well, let's see, a rare summoning crystal for that. So, pretty cool. Okay, excellent. Let's go back to that. Now, what else? Check on the quests. We've got some daily stuff to claim here. Spend 100 stamina, and we get 1 stamina potion sample and 5 engraved rings. Make 1 purchase in the black market of the Dwarven Association. You get 5 engraved rings and 10,000 gold. So a couple of other things we'll be able to claim later on, but for now we can do these with the daily overall quest here, which gives us 30 diamonds and 5 more engraved rings. For the weeklies, we have clear new stage 50 times. Claim that. Get ancient summoning crystal shards, 5 of those. Then we have eliminate 2,000 monsters and claim 3 stamina potion samples. They're not even small, they're just samples. Alright, then we've got spend 500 stamina and claim 3 stamina potion samples. Now, stamina potion sample isn't very much. I want to say it's like 10 stamina. So essentially it's like getting 30 stamina that you can use later when you get 3 of those. Okay, now, all that dealt with, we can kind of look around here, and we have this guy standing up here. He's a visitor in Drogo's quest. He needs some Pathfinder's tributes, and what he requires currently is these little symbols that you get from the Gear Raid 3. So we now have 2 of those, so we will submit those to him. Quest complete. That gives us 2 arena permits and 100 stamina. Alright, now, he says there exists a powerful foe possessing an item I covet. Help me defeat them. This collectible should be an invaluable treasure. Alright. And so, he's got this map for us. Clear the stage to complete the quest. Recommended BP is 119,116. The reward for this will be 10 diamonds. So let's have a look at this. Alright. We have 3 soul shards to defend here. Alright, we have Scarlet Mages coming at us. They are magic, they're ranged. It says Scale King mages, proficient in the forbidden arts of cursed magic, possess the ability to unleash AoE magic damage. Alright, AoE is against us. Not nice at all. And then we have the Scale King Shaman, and that's another kind of mage. They're a healer. So, also ranged, also magic. Reawakening continuously restores HP for nearby allies. Also, as the psychics of the Scalekin, their mastery of healing spells allows them to heal others around them. That's what the monster info says at least. Alright, now we have oozes. The oozes merge and make bigger oozes, basically. The oozes by themselves are pretty little. Like, you can kill them right off the bat, then not so big of a deal. Once they form up into larger oozes, then they become things like the Slime Devourer. Slime Devourers can devour each other to evolve. With each additional Slime Devourer that joins this process, the power of the Tyrant Slime grows stronger. Slime Devourers have semi-liquid bodies that can freely change form and merge with one another. Okay, then we have the Carrion Hound. Those are just fast-moving DPS. Stitched Carrion is not so fast-moving, but they're very defensive. Scale King mages are more casters, so we've got more ranged on the board. Scale King mages control the forces of nature through ancient and unique spells, setting them apart from all other races. Then we have the Scaled Komodo. It's just kind of a tank moving along toward us. Alright. Let's see about this. A quick fight. We do have plenty of BP according to their recommended here. Now, as for what our actual reality is, I'm comparing to the path of the list of DPS that I have here, and it looks kind of okay. It looks like I don't have Voltus in there, and I'm really uncertain about Cyclone. Cyclone has not been all that impressive for me thus far. I want him to be good, but he hasn't been good yet. So maybe he'll get good. Who knows? Alright. So we need a few blockers here. We have Aim, we have Arrogance, and we have Borit, I think his name is. And that's kind of, they're fighters. They're not exactly defenders, but they're fighters. And perhaps they'll do well enough for decent DPS. I'll throw them out there, and then I can throw the girl, cannot think of her name ever, Dalen. I can throw Dalen in front of, probably in front of Aim, because I think he's our weakest on the defense of these guys that we've got here. Let me look at this again, make sure everything's on the ground. There's six portals are going to be coming out of, so alright, let's see here what we got. I think we'll go ahead and just start this and see what happens. Alright, so they're coming right down the middle first. And I think what that means to me is I'm going to put Arrogance right here. And I don't know if that's the best idea. I should have put him closer. Now we got somebody coming over to the upper side. I think I'll put the Bullroot here. And probably, I should go ahead and get Dalen out in front of him so that we can start decreasing the amount of time that it takes for the rest of these guys to get out. Might be an idea to pretty quickly get out the healer, just because Dalen isn't going to last long enough to help us if we don't get her healed up a bit. Alright, now we have somebody trying to come down there. I almost have to use this guy, this Cyclone, and I don't know how well he'll do, but give him a shot, give him his chance at glory right here. Alright, so Dalen went down in spite of everything. I'm not overly surprised. I do think I want to get Ain out next. Alright, so we've got a defense set up. I don't know that it's the best defense but it's a defense. It's better than nothing. These two dudes over here have this red outline as their effect radius. So just to let you know, that's how that's going. We've got something going here. We might can stick out this poison mage and hit them all as they come in. She's not gonna live very long, probably, but that's okay. We'll get a little bit of damage going on them, and then I think right there we'll just go across and try to hit everybody as they come by. And again, some of these, you know, they're gonna die. It's okay if they die. So that's my thought on it at the moment. Maybe I can even stick her out just to slow them down a bit. And again, she won't last very long as far as survival goes. Whew, she's not gonna last very long at all. I had hoped for a little bit longer than that, but she's gonna go down really fast. Okay, not a big deal. We'll throw him out next. I feel like we're gonna just keep probably throwing cannon fodder out here to support those tanks and try to get through this decently. Here comes some oozes and kind of pushing along that guy. That's interesting. We won't be able to use this thing quite yet, but pretty soon. Pretty soon. I'm gonna make the big ooze right there. Not really anything I can do about it, so we'll just start the electricity field going and then try to do our best. Well, Voltus is going down for sure very soon. Not quite yet. We still got a minute in him. Now we can stick this one back out. She'll die very fast, but she'll get poison off first. So that's what we're trying to do here. Just keep the DPS rolling as much as possible, and you know, whatever we have to do is what we have to do. We'll stick her out again. She won't do much, but she'll slow him down, and you know, that doesn't hurt. Give us a little bit more to work with. Then we need to pull somebody else out. I don't think we're going to have any trouble with that because the respawn timer is going to be a big issue here. Not so much the summoning cost. I think. Could be wrong. That's what I think. We'll see. So far, it's going okay, I think. We've got 43 to 45, so I think that pretty much got it in the bag at this point. We could do this and get these, I mean, whatever kind of damage increase is available. And knock that guy out, and then we're done with that stage. Alright, cool. I don't think that we did particularly well there, but it worked, so that's what matters. Alright, so finished that level. Quick complete on that. Yeah, 10 downs there. Now he says, thank you for your help, Commander. These fresh collectibles greatly enhance my assortment. That's very important, to enhance your assortment of collectibles. Absolutely. Alright. Now, does it give us anything else? No, looks like that's that. In that case, we have something in storage that needs to be dealt with, apparently. Okay, we got 30 of 30. Very nice. 30 of 30 ancient summoning crystals. Cool. Get one of those. We still have a day and 10 hours or something like that to do the summoning thing. I'm gonna hold off on it because we have this here going on, this arrival of heroes, and what I want to do is not feel super threatening to the second and third place specifically, so that they don't feel the need to really pour on the summoning and get more points in order to stay in their positions. the idea is swooping in toward the last with all the summons that I'm going to do most of those. Hey Cody, how you doing? So that way they'll be unprepared. Theoretically, it's kind of like, you know, we're trying to snipe those positions on the leaderboards. I'm going to save up. You know, I'm using. I used one earlier today. I used one yesterday. But I want to save them for now, and then tomorrow I'll do some more. I think that's going to be the way to go for the most part. I know. You know, if a quest wants it or something like that, then I will go ahead and do it. But otherwise, I'm gonna just hang on to that for now. Let's go back over here and see what else we have here. Don't know if we have any quests. No, nothing new there. Just some. I mean, there's some stamina I can claim for into. Already filled up on stamina again. Actually, let's go see about Oracle's Trial. And let's see here. It was Forgotten Palace. And we need to participate in Gear Raid 3 to win trophies and redeem rewards. I'll go ahead and try the next stage of that, I think. I may not have the moxie for it, but we'll see. Let's have a look at the map, make sure it looks the same. It does look the same. We've got Chthonic Enchantress again. We had her before. And Murking Menaces. So that's all we've got here on this stage 8. I think we'll go ahead and give it a shot. Wondering if I should check people's gear first, or maybe I check their gear. I mean, again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time messing with the gear right now. I'm just going to throw on whatever they suggest in the order that I have the DPS written down as ultimately going to be best. And plus, I'm going to throw in the healer to that mix right about there. A couple of DPS, then the healer. Then we'll go see. Again, I'm not real convinced about Cyclone. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but for now, I'll go ahead and do it. Let's see here. Eye Patch Girl, and then Dalen. It looks so far like everybody's pretty much wearing what they, the best thing that I have available, which doesn't say much, but there it is. I guess I should have made sure that I have all of my best gear enhanced first before I did all this, but I'm feeling like I have it enhanced. I'm probably wrong. Let's go check. So it'll be really fun whenever I don't have it enhanced. Yeah, it looks like all the gold stuff is enhanced, so that's all I really care about greatly. I mean, yeah, sure, the purple stuff is very, very good too, but I'm kind of trying to start to move to the next level. Maybe I should enhance the rest of this purple down here. There sure is a lot of it, and just so that I can get some better stuff on my people temporarily, and plus getting that hey Stroby, how you doing? Getting that extra for the Tales of the Smith, I think it's called, something like that, the event. Tales of the Smith, because we do need more points in this anyway. And I'd really like some of these summoning crystals, because again, storing those up for later, and there are a lot of them available. I'll end up having to do something. Cody says upgrading gear is always nice. Yes, I think it is important to keep your gear decent. All right, let's check the blacksmith's place real quick, the black market rather. Let's see if there's anything here of note. I'm not really interested in any of these items right now, so no, none of that. All right. In that case, what more? I do need to do the war and go do the tide. I haven't done that yet today. Need to make sure to get it done. We do have some tide talents that are available to spend, but I really don't know that we have enough. We only have 25, so we won't be able to move into any of these yet. So let's go back, and we're stand wave 31. Looks like we have significantly more PP than it is recommending for this fight. I think it's almost twice as much. So let's go ahead and just move forward, fight, confirm, and this goes relatively fast. Uh, so Cody says, okay, I see. Jibba Jabba says, just got Xena. Oh my god. And Cody says, nice, Jibba, she's solid. I don't know who Xena is. I only know the warrior princess, and I just assume that's not who we're talking about here. So, although it would be, a cute homage, I suppose. Once upon a time, I met a little girl named Xena. Um, and she was named after the character that you may assume. Very interesting. All right, now, by the way, I do have these two champions that I can pull out if I need to, if I want to. I assume I don't know if there's a cooldown between pulling one of them out and pulling the next one out because I haven't done that yet since I've got two. But I'm assuming there's not. I'm assuming it's like ultimates basically. All right, we've got 30 diamonds, 11 talent points, and 20 rare skill dust from that. Let's try it again in the next level. Can do the next level sufficiently. I think we probably can. I didn't pay attention to how many points we got for that. Not quite enough. We needed, I think, 40 to be able to get another point. So, moving forward. All right. I did try to go through and invite everybody that I knew was from this channel to the guild, but pretty much it's almost everybody is already in a different guild, so that was only so effective. But I went through and checked, and so um, let's see here. I think it's the DPS of this group is pretty decent because these skeletons just disappear pretty much. They don't make it very far. It's because I think the BP of these monsters is so incredibly low compared to the BP of the group. Somehow, I feel like the crew's out leveled the rate at which we're unlocking these tides. And I don't know if that's going to, I assume they'll eventually catch up to where I'm at, or I'll slow down with improvement. For one thing, kind of getting to a blockade as far as the ability to improve the characters in the way of leveling because of the star and up system. I just don't have a lot of way to do that right now. Got 30 diamonds, 11 talent points, and 20 rare skill dusts. This time I paid attention when I read the words 11 talent points. That should give us plenty to be able to go and get another tide talent. So we're at 47 right now. And so let's look at these. We've got Marksman Booster, crit rate plus 10%, and sizes increase. Could do that. We have Melee Attack Booster, which increases melee attack units HP by 10%, and defense by 10%. Alright, and then there is over here, we already have one of these, but we could get a second one eventually. Mage Booster 4, and it costs 50 to upgrade it to number 2. That increases mage's attack size and their attack by 10%. Level 2 will increase the attack by 20%. This is what we're looking at right now. And the attack range plus 1. Size is increased. What's interesting about this is it says size is increased. I keep seeing that pretty often. And I don't know if I don't know exactly what sizes increased means. Apparently it's not attack range, which is what I'd assumed earlier was that it would be attack range. Apparently that's not what it's talking about when it says sizes increased, because if it was, then it wouldn't also now say attack range plus 1. So I'm not sure. No idea what that means. Maybe I can figure it out. Maybe I can't. I'm not especially visual, to be honest. Then we have this. Ranged Strategy 4 adds one available platform tile. It has the prereq for it. It costs 50 to do that. Then we have Healer Boost 4. Requires that you have Heart of Protection reaches level 1. I have that. And it says Rage Regen plus 25 for healers, and size is increased. We get that sizes increased thing going on. Alright, so just for curiosity's sake, let's see what the requirements are going to be for the next group. For instance, this one needs Dragon's Breath to reach level 1. I think this might be Dragon's Breath, though. So it's one of those deals where you have to get this before you can get that. And that's going to be true for everything in this line, I think. Yes, it is. All right, I wonder about this stuff. Okay, so this is just requiring points spent. Okay, cool. All right, in that case, let's come back over here. And what do I want first? I think I want Marksman Booster, probably. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade this. Yesterday I determined that it doesn't matter if you upgrade both at once for the 90 or if you upgrade them individually, because if you upgrade this one, then the next one's just going to cost 50, and of course 50 plus 40 equals 90. So you can just get the little bit of a benefit now, and then if you want to get the second one later, you still can. Same cost. No discount for the bulk rate. Alright, so there's that. And then I'm going to... Okay, so it suggests 291,750 BP for this. We have 443,618. So again, our BP is very much higher than... Jibba had said time to summon more. Well, so, okay. Right now, I'm being stingy with my summons. So I am going to use some tomorrow. Some more of the ancient summons with that like 1-to-1 one. The it's like you use one of your ancient summoning things, and if you get a legendary, then you get another legendary too. So I have like 4 ancient summoning crystals, something like that, that I will go ahead and spend to try to get that to happen. It's unlikely, but I will give it a shot tomorrow. I'm waiting on it because there's that Oracle like leaderboard thing going on, and I don't want to make the top 3 places nervous by getting myself up there in the points. I'd rather wait and kind of slip in at the end and see if we can snipe that positional win. We'll see. I think it'll be better to do that than to make them feel nervous and want to get higher. So, all right, we got 30 diamonds, 11 talent points, and 20 rare skill dust for that. You won't be able to get anything else worthwhile as far as the talent point goes right now. So let's go ahead and claim that loot and see what we get for that. All right, we got 36 talent points. That's crazy. 8 epic skill dust, 5,000 gold, 25 stamina, and 28 rare skill dust. Pretty cool. Let's go to Tide Talents then and just kind of look. We've got 54 of them. So, okay, let's see here. What would I want to do with 54? You can get basically one thing. That's the healer booster. Alright, that adds another ranged platform, which seems good. Ranged platform could be good for healers or for marksmen, which this is marksman, and this is healers. No, sorry, mages is what I meant to say. Mages are marksmen, or healers for that matter. The other possibility is to increase our melee attackers' hit points and defense. I'm not really seeing them having any trouble right now as far as their health goes. So I think I'm not going to do that. I feel like I have more mages out there than I do marksmen. I should have checked the stats on that. But I think this is going to hit more people if I do the mages. And if I look at the list, like my top DPS right now is definitely the melee people of all things, but this won't help the melee. It only increases the HP and defense. Since they're not in any danger of dying right now, I don't see that as a real issue. Top DPS otherwise is definitely mages. So I think I'm going to maybe bump them up again, or or do I put out another platform? I really don't know that I have need of another platform right now, because I don't have any other really very decent people who require platforms. I'm just gonna go with Mage Boost for the moment. But I can't because I have to have invested a total of 455 talent points in basic talent special. So, in that case, I've got to do a little more. Okay, so I've invested 345 right now. I could go ahead and do the melee attack twice, or I could do a ranged platform. Maybe, let's see here. If I did a ranged platform, and can't do that yet, so this one only requires 15 to upgrade. That won't go very far towards my goal here. If I did this one twice, it would cost 90. So I could. So it's a whole conundrum. What if I add a ranged platform for now? And then tomorrow I could upgrade. Well, let's see, what could I upgrade? Because this one also requires 455. This one, it's a whole conundrum. Alright, could do. Perhaps there is an advantage to doing the max level. If you do it at once, does it require the expenditure that it does otherwise? I'm not sure. You know, what we're going to do is wait, and maybe I'll remember to try that tomorrow and see what happens. Alright, let's get out of there. Cleared the hide. Should have, I think, some, rewards here for that. Claim the Tide Onslaught rewards 1 time. So for that, we get one stamina potion sample and 5 engraved rings. The engraved rings part is not particularly of interest to me at this point because I already have finished the event that's associated with this Engraver's Exhibition, and these are all finished, so I don't think there's anything more that can be done there. So, alright, what more? Nothing more there. Alright, in that case, I'm going to go to the storyline, and actually check him first to make sure I don't want anything here. It doesn't really look like it. I can go through these. Somebody, maybe it was Cody, somebody was showing me that you can do that with these tabs here. You can just go from one of the shops to the other. Pretty cool. Don't really know what these are for. It says for forging legendary artifacts. I have no need for whatever those are yet, that's for sure. Here we have the arena shop. This is for fighting in the arena. I should probably go do that. We can get, again, this legendary artifact essence used to substitute an identical artifact when promoting a legendary artifact. I guess it's like maybe you eat things for them to level up to. I really don't know. Haven't experienced the artifacts yet. Then we have Apex Shop. Now the Apex is something that I'm unfamiliar with entirely. The Awakening Shop is also something that's beyond my level. I can say that, or beyond my progress, I should say, in the storyline. I think that's what's going on there. Now, let's see. What else might I need? Let's just go to the storyline, see what we got. Clear campaign stage in 6-8. Cody says always buy the huge stamina potion from Arena Shop. Well, let's go look at it real quick. The huge stamina potion from the Arena Shop, he says. Somehow I will get back to that. There we go, shop. Got there. Alright. Huge stamina potion. So, you think I'll have trouble running out of stamina here fairly soon then? I can buy them. I'm okay with that. grab that. Okay, so I couldn't buy both of them. I could only buy one. Interesting. Alright. This skill dust could be useful. Probably. I don't know that I need any right now. This one, I don't know what is. Upgrade the skills. Okay, it's one of those things that you do. It's like an extra thing you have to throw in alongside the dust sometimes. These legendary artifact essences, I feel like they're going to come into play at some point. Just not yet. Maybe sometime. Yeah. All right. Now back over here to the arena. Cody says it resets daily now, but later game it's always nice to have them when start stacking them now. Cool. Yeah, I've been anytime I see like a summoning crystal on the market at all, I'm always sure to grab that. I've occasionally grabbed them from the black market if I see the stamina potions on there. I don't mind spending the money as much. I don't really know what all I'm gonna be needing, so I just kind of, save up some things for sure. Okay, let's see. We have 6 out of 5 of our available arena. What are they called? Arena tokens, arena permits. At the moment. So let's see if. Ooh, this isn't gonna go well, I don't think. But we have Lyndon Aegis right here, who is our next opponent with, looks like to me, 3 legendaries in their party. That's gonna go well. Now, danger? Yeah, I would say so. Whew, that's rough. Maybe not. Maybe we don't do that right now. Maybe we do. All of these teams look pretty built, honestly. Yeah, well, alright. May as well give it a go. Okay, what do we have here? This is just what I threw together in an attempt to... Okay, this is anti-air DPS challenge. That makes sense. What I have here makes sense. It's not going to matter, I think. So I think what's going to happen is we're not going to be able to damage these creatures. If our opponent puts his stuff out near the top, he's going to win. And there's just not much doubt of that. But let's see what we can do against it. Alright. It's a careful defense. I think we have to try to do as much DPS to these guys as possible, as quickly as possible, but I don't think that we can. So maybe we just put her here, and they're going to bottleneck in that area. So what if we try to get as much damage through the line as we can? Then if we get... yeah, they're not going that direction. They're going the other way. That's a problem. Okay, so this is not going to go well. We're going to get slaughtered. Alright. Cool. Ooh. It's worse than that, I'm afraid. Man, this is a mess here. Well, unsurprising. Okay. Let's see if we can even make it past round 1. I don't think so, honestly. I think it's going to be just an absolute slaughter. Stick him out and do what we can here. The only possibility... Nah, there's no possibility. It's a game over situation. But as you can see, we really can't hit. The guys at this BP are just too strong, and we just can't even damage them. Which is what I thought was going to happen when I saw the numbers, but I figured, hey, you know what, let's give it a shot. Alright, so now we got 3 arena coins for that. Now, since we lost, Cheva says the important thing is you tried. Yeah, definitely. That's, you know what, throwing myself against the wall is what it's all about, honestly. All right, now that we've lost one and broke the streak anyway, I'll go ahead and do the refresh. All right, so we refreshed to get 5 different opponents now. Okay, now we've got the best option that we have here is going to be this boss, right? 95,195. He's not much higher than us, and you can see that he doesn't have a bunch of legendaries filling out his team. I don't know what these guys are necessarily. I do know that this is Ain. Ain is pretty good. But Ain can't do damage to air units. The elf is just very high damage. I've seen her in action. I don't have her, but I've seen her and she's just crazy. Then we have Mira, I think her name is Mari, something like that, and it's the crowd control girl. So if they're doing this the way I assume they are, they're going to be slowing down the enemy and then just pummeling it with that L. I have no idea who this girl in the hood is here. Cody says Sargak is basically a machine gun spear chucking crackhead. Sargak, I assume that's the girl with the hood. That sounds like seems like the possibility there. In that case, this doesn't bode well at all because it looks to me like they're going to be slowing down the guys and then getting them with the elf and this Sargak individual. And then we have this 5th person who I've also seen, but I don't know who is. Some girl who I think might be possibly a marksman, but I'm not sure. It doesn't look good for me. Probably going to get slaughtered. The only thing I can hope to do is... yeah, no, I'm just going to get slaughtered. Alright, let's go for it. Alright. Don't know that there's really much that can be done about this. Yeah, this is the best I've got for it, so alright. Cody says you're playing people that basically quit the game, lol. Their levels and with the team setup with Champ they have his old meta stuff. Oh, okay, so they quit playing and then that drops their level. Is that what happens? Does your level go down over time if you quit? Or if you don't log in for a while? In which case that's highly unfortunate for me. But, oh well, that's okay. Let's go for it. We can die some more. Cody says, and they're at the lowest rank in Arena. Alright. Well, just give me a chance. Alright, we're gonna stick her out. Try to see if we can get some DPS out faster. We can't because they have that Elf of Doom. But we're gonna give it the best go we can. Okay, let's see. It's not beautiful, but it's not as bad as I thought it might be. So that's, that's something. We're going to toss this one out, even though she's not as good, just to try to keep pace as much as possible. Not enough, obviously. Now, why on earth do I have a healer in this group is the next question. No idea. I'm going to actually possibly put the... Well, I don't really have a choice right now because they're going to kill me if I don't get somebody else. It's obviously going to have to be Arrogance if I can get anyone. I'm not sure I can get anyone, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just going to be dead before I can do anything. It's too bad. Alright. Well, that was fun. Try it again. Maybe I could do better. Let me see if I get rid of the healer. I don't see any need for the healer. I'm not really sure why I have a healer on the AoE thing, because I don't think it's helpful. Let's try it again, but this time with a little bit of a different setup. I don't know that it would, I don't know if it's helpful or hurtful, really, to have that, but if I put Aim in, it will increase the DPS of this girl here, this visor chick here. She has a name, Brienne, maybe? Cody says, yeah, you basically get demoted every time someone defeats your team, so they basically just have lost a bunch after quitting. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm at the bottom of the losers. It's all right. We're working the way up here. By losing these things can help. All right. So put him in. We're still, as far as the BP goes, it's still not beautiful, but I think it's going to help her DPS to have him here. It's not going to be a huge boost, but maybe it will be enough to make a difference. If I can get her out, the question is, this isn't going to go very long. So, what is most important? I wonder. Well, we'll just try it like this and see what happens. Cody says, gotta work your way up somehow. Well, yeah. That's right. Starting at the bottom. It's fine. It's alright. I'm pretty happy with it. Overall, I think it's going Alright, so again, I'm going to toss her out as soon as possible. I don't know if it's going to be sufficient, but it might, that little bit extra might be enough. And again, I think, okay, they're not moving yet, so that's an advantage for them. Maybe there's a chance. Okay, throw her out next. See, they beat us, but it wasn't as quick. Alright. Now, we want to have a chance to get anybody else out. The hope is to be able to get Arrogance out. It's unlikely, but it's possible. They're not able to do enough to this guy, that's for sure. He's going to get out of the range in a moment, but I think we are going to be able to get Arrogance out, and that's a good thing. So, not going to lose quite so quickly. Really, if we can just stave them off for a second. We can't. That we can't. And of course, neither of those will go anywhere. That's a shame, really. It's alright though. It's better than it was last time. So, okay. If I can get the poison girl out, that would be helpful. Gonna give these guys a second to make sure they're coming before I start any of this stuff. So we've got that, we've got that, and I want them to be in their ways before I do this. Don't know if that was the best way or not, but it's what happened. So here we are. Okay. Not good. It's a bad deal overall. Now I can get this guy out. Which way is the right way? Not sure, but I think what I'm going to do is go this way to get the biggest spread on these guys that I can. And, the goal right now is just trying to make it to the next round. I don't know that we will make it to the next round, and the problem is these guys are going to go on by Arrogance. They're going to be poisoned, and that's something. But ultimately we're going to lose this. It was a good fight, I think overall that was a decent shot at it. Jibba Jabba says, you lasted. Yeah, lasted a little bit. I feel pretty happy with that outcome, actually. Alright, cool. Well, okay, let's see what we got. We got -4 points. The good news is we're going to get knocked into... Yeah, see? There we go. Now we're more at the level we're at. Alright, arena coins. Got some. 3 of them. Now, I think we're back in the range of reasonability here. Alright, back in the range of reason. Okay, now, old Raphael over here is the low man on the totem pole. So, he is going to be the one that I'm going to attack. Unfortunately, unfortunately for him, it's unfortunate. It's not good. It's not good for him. But maybe he'll do better than expected. That would be awesome. So again, we want to throw her out first, facing up to hit these guys while they're still, I don't know, on a time limit there. It's like a time delayed unit here. All right, now I think in this case, I'm going to have time to get Arrogance out because I think that the ranger here is going to be able to take care of these guys long enough, probably, for me to get Arrogance out. Jibba Jabba says that arena is like me trying to solo a warden in EOF zones. You tried. Yeah. It's you can solo a warden in EOF. You just have to have a lot of time, Time and patience, that's all it takes. What you need for playing a healer over there is, a partner or a group. Alright, now, we want him out, right? I think right here? I think right here. And then, I think, probably the wolf girl next. Poison girl? Let's go ahead and get this. If we can just kill it faster, then his base is just dead, so. Jibba Jabba says I'm getting hit so hard right now. Apparently mitigation is broken and barely surviving green mobs. Is mitigation is broken? Cody says he can win. Yeah, it's like I said from the start, the poor guy, he just didn't have nearly as much BP. It's hard to go with that. Unfortunately, what that means is it tossed us right back into gold again, where those folks are going to absolutely slaughter me. Alright, we got 3 arena coins and 5,000 XP potions from that. It's fine. Hey, we still have the same kind of number going on here at the top. That's amazing. This is 58,060. Let's give him a shot. Why not? Now, what's interesting is that it has a stage monster BP at 67,717. And what that means to me is that he has somebody on his team who's like a heavy hitter. I want to see what his team looks like again. Okay. So, I don't know who this is, this third guy, but he's got to be some legendary, super awesome dude. Because, for the BP to go up like that, that means they have somebody on their team who's much better than the rest of the team is. Cody says, LMAO 500,000 team at the bottom. Yeah, that guy have any chance against a 500,000 K team, right? We're gonna go against this poor weak guy who has the awesome legendary, who may make all the difference in this fight actually, and could carry the game for them. We're gonna see if it works or not. All right, we've got one legendary guy. They've got one legendary guy. I don't know who theirs is. I don't know if he's better or worse than mine, but we'll see. First thing I'm going to do is, as I have been, throwing her out first, because again, we want to try to get these guys down as quickly as possible, and Arrogance just costs too much to throw out first. We'd be waiting too long, pretty much. Fortunately, so far, it looks like they have... Who's this? Okay, that's that archer that does so much damage. Oh man, there's a problem. She's a heavy damage dealer. I didn't actually see that one on their team because I was only looking at the other thing. Can't think. I'm looking at the legendary one. That's what I'm trying to say. Cody says she's so good, her ultimate will hit anywhere on the map. Really, that's crazy. That's so nuts. All I know is anytime I see her, she is just super damaged. That's insane. So he has a couple of good people because he's got her and he's got some legendary that I don't know who is. This looks like Voltus. At this point, Voltus is less good than he was. He was excellent. Now he's kind of gone down to not so excellent. You know, he's not terrible, but he's not excellent. So I apparently left my healer. I forgot to fix my lineup here. It looks like I'm gonna go ahead and throw him right there, and that way he can start getting his hits in right away. And the goal here is to just really try to kill these guys before he kills those guys. And I mean, I know that's always the goal, but just by putting them a little closer, the hope is for that to happen. Some of them are about to get by, which is an issue. But the plan is to get the poison fellow out down there, and hopefully that'll make a difference. Unfortunately, we don't have much down here, so this is very bad. He's in a similarly bad situation down there, but his base is a little bit lower. However, if that ultimate can hit anywhere, that could also come into play very soon. Let's see. We're gonna just face this way and try to DPS these guys, but he's gonna lose just because his base was lower and he let more through. But even so, it was a good fight. He had some chance. All right, so we got 3 of the arena coins, 5,000 of the regular gold coins. Jibba Jabba says a win's a win. Right. It feels a little bad picking on the lobies, but you got to do what you got to do here. So now we have one that is 63,109, which is more on my level. Except they have this guy who looks a lot like Joker. Don't know who he is. Sketchy fellow. Shobi says no mercy. And then we have I don't know this girl either, actually. So I've seen this third one here, this blind marksman, I think is what it is, of some kind. And I've seen the fourth one too. I think she's a mage. Maybe like I don't remember. I've seen her in the guild raid thing. I've been able to choose her. I never have. I don't think I've ever chosen either of those because they weren't as good as the other people who were being offered. Cody says Hex is one of the best champions in the game, with his artifact still very solid without it, though. I don't know who Hex is, but I assume it's someone in this group. It could be the gold guy. Oh, hey, I can click on them. I can click on them and see what they are. Amazing. Okay, so, he is an Infernal Piercer. And what else do we know about him? Madness Incarnate. Hex's bag of tricks is as varied as a deck of cards, and he always keeps one up his sleeve. I wonder if it's a Joker, perhaps. Cody says, Joker guy. Right. Yeah, that's what he looked like to me. Alright, talent. Gains 1 card of fate with each attack. When having 4 cards, the hero has a chance to randomly obtain 1 card from the following. Temperance, which does, throws 3 cards, each dealing 140% damage, while inflicting a 75% slow for 5 seconds. That seems good. Death deals 500% damage 1 time and inflicts burning for 5 seconds. Or Strength increases attack by 30% and attack speed by 70 for 25 seconds. So all of this is good. Deals extra damage to airborne units. My goodness, what a great guy. He only costs 12 to put out. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this guy is, he's very good. He's very good for this. Good choice, guys. And that's what we're going to be up against in a moment. All right. Here we go, I guess. But this time, I'm going to be smart and not have a useless healer in there. Throw her Ain out, and that will give us a little bit of a boost. Cody says you can click on them little pictures for his other skills. Cool. Well, let's see. I'll go back and actually do that because I'm curious. Alright, then these. Click, this. Excellent. Okay, so his main attack is he prioritizes airborne units. Otherwise, he has a pretty good damage range. It's a normal range for a marksman, like basic range, though. His ultimate, when triggered, increases damage by 100% and attack speed by 100%, reduces attack interval by 50%, and replaces all cards with the Joker, which deals 400% damage 3 times and inflicts burning for 5 seconds. Lasts for 30 seconds. Dang, that's pretty good. Alright, then he's got Fate, Judgment, passive effect. Each attack launched has a 15% chance to inflict stun on the target for 2 seconds. Increases damage dealt to targets inflicted with CC effects. How is this guy not, like, man, he feels legendary to me, that's all I'm saying. Fate the Hermit, when triggered by receiving damage, resists the incoming damage and gains invisibility for 3 seconds. Cannot be targeted. This effect can only be triggered 1 time every 50 seconds. Jeez, okay. And then we have Unbridled Fervor. Obtain hero Twyla, the Red Smile, to unlock the following bonus effect. When Fate the Hermit is triggered, Hex gains an additional shield equal to 40% of attack for 10 seconds. If Twyla is on the field, reduces Hex's cost by 4. Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. Well, what is... Okay, so he is a legendary, and that explains a lot. And then we have this girl here. This is Muriel, the paladin you need at your side. Muriel can heal herself and others, all while dishing out damage. So the healing is pretty unnecessary on the airborne maps, but it's sort of a waste. But if she does enough DPS, it may be worthwhile to have her. Let's see what's up. She deals damage to one enemy. Increases defense by 30% for 20 seconds during the period. Grants defense-based healing to the ally with the lowest HP. And then for third thing, the next attack. See, this is not... this character is not helpful to this crew for this map. So, then we have this guy, Theowen. Blind but deadly. Theowen, the sightless wonder, flings AoE damaging blades with pinpoint precision. Alright, so his basic attack here is deals 100% damage to one enemy after attacking multiple times, hurls a large saber that prioritizes airborne units. That's cool. Deal AoE damage upon hitting targets. That's not bad. Alright, then he's got Blade Roll and Large Saber can inflict slow on their surrounding enemies. So Large Saber was from this first one here, his basic physical attack. And so this one lets, this is a passive effect. This allows them to inflict slow on their surrounding enemies. That's pretty good. I mean, he's kind of their crowd control, looks like. But they also have a regular crowd control unit, which is this Mari. Mari is the one who can freeze them and slow them. So I guess the plan he's got here, it looks like, is freeze and slow, and then deal the damage with this Hex guy. But what's this girl do? Imani, a prophetess bound in fire and ready to cast destruction upon her foes. Gains massive perks when deployed. Alright. Deals 100% magic damage to one enemy. Increases attack by 20% for 10 seconds upon the first hit. Okay. Holy Fire, entering overloaded, increases attack speed by 140 and damage multiplier by 240% for 20 seconds. When overloaded ends, decreases attack speed by 30 and damage multiplier by 30% for 15 seconds. Not sure how I feel about that one. Her level up abilities are pretty good. Not sure what level he has his at. I don't know if there's any way to know that or not. But some of these level up things are pretty good. Eulogy of the Fire, when deployed, increases attack by 10% crit rate by 15%, and crit damage by 20% for 20 seconds. Alright, well, there we go then. That's what we know about Imani. Alright, what I know is that they're going to throw Hex out and slaughter me. The DPS will be very high, and probably what's going to happen is that none of the creatures are going to get past the beginning of the area up there. That would be my guess. But we'll go ahead and fight the good fight anyway. We have one left of these. And first of all, take her out. And why is she in there? I've got to fix that. All right, here we go. Here's our lovely team. All right, what can I do? What if, no? Okay. He's gonna beat me the first round. Just accept that. So what if I wait? Can I wait long enough to get Arrogance out first? He should be doing the most DPS. Would it be best to do that? Perhaps. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I may or may not wait for Arrogance as the first guy out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's gonna work. I feel like his DPS level is much higher than mine. Starting at 12 is ridiculous. Yep, and there he is, just exactly as I thought. All right, and we're going to be a little bit laggy on this. And unfortunately, we won't be able to have the kind of, yeah, I don't know, this is maybe not the best way to do this. Probably I should have done it differently. Already regretting choices, but that's okay. We'll go with it. He does more DPS, but it just takes him so long to get out. I think if we go ahead and get him out, we get her over here, it won't be that bad. Maybe. It actually win. Surprising. See if we can keep that out. I'm gonna try knocking this one out next, and going back to the hit as soon as possible. Theory on that, with him coming in next, and maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I would like, I think, to put the ranger on the corner. So if I can wait actually to get the poison girl out, I can stick her second, decreasing the basically immediate DPS. It's okay if they're gonna hit me a little bit. I think it won't matter. Our base is still a little bit higher than theirs. I'm going to be able to get the poison chick out in just a second. She can get the poison going on these guys very quickly, and should be fine. I don't know if that was the right time to do that move or not, but I felt like it was a decent one. Unfortunately, Arrogance barely was able to kill that, so it's implying that I may end up having to have, in fact I am going to have, the ranger down at the bottom right now to cover this. Cody says holding up good. You know, all things considered, it's not going too bad. They are getting a bunch more through their blockade than I am through mine, and so I think, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It's looking somewhat decent so far. They're definitely burning their guys down pretty well, but meanwhile, their guys the enemy is burning down their base pretty well, so I think we're gonna win this ultimately. Even though we can't quite do as much DPS to this fish here. So, there we go. Got it. Alright, excellent. Now, if he had more my level of BP overall, he would have absolutely slaughtered me. But he didn't, so there we go. Alright, we got 3 of the arena coins and 1 arena permit for that. Okay, the next guy up in level is this fellow here, who has many crazy things in his group. 97,313 BP, which is significantly more than that. He has this fellow here, Malric. He looks very Merlin-y. A trickster mastering both ice and fire, who aids allies with runes while building a throne of glory through treachery and profit. He's an evil merman. Got it. His talent is the hero gains 20% damage increase, grants Wizard Rune to the hero with the highest attack in range. This effect can only be triggered one time per deployment. When Wizard's Rune is granted to an allied platform hero, Malric's initial fire form will be replaced with Frost form. Okay, so Wizard's Rune increases attack, defense, and HP of the rune bearer by 10%. This effect can stack with other effects. So let's see here. If he's granted to an allied platform hero, then his fire form will be replaced with frost form. Fire form is initial form specializing in single target magic damage. His frost form is reduces damage by 25% and converts all attacks to AoE damage. Interesting. Cody says, Boreas is very lethal AoE mage ice guy legend. Malric kinda meh, to be honest. I imagine he'll be decent though at this stage in the game. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna look at his stuff here and see. Okay, this is just one time damage to one enemy in range, and his range isn't huge. It's not bad. It's a little better than just basic, but it's not bad. It's not too scary. During the ultimate, increases the hero's attack by 30% for 15 seconds. During this time, transforms the hero's basic attack into Fireball, which deals 80% damage to one enemy in range 3 times and inflicts burning, or Blizzard. Blizzard deals 120% AoE damage one time to up to 5 enemies in range and inflicts Winter Spite. So, okay, it's whether he casts it on a platform guy or a melee guy. So it would be Blizzard, that's AoE damage. So he can be single target or he can be AoE, depending on where you place him. Alright, then we have, all in the same form, every 5 basic attacks trigger Fire Blast or Ice Storm one time. No basic attack is launched for 5 seconds. The next attack is guaranteed to trigger this effect. Then we have, when casting the ultimate, restores 10% rage for heroes granted with Wizard's Rune. Malric permanently gains 6% attack up to 3 times for each battle. If no one is granted with runes, restores an extra 10% rage for Malric. In Malric's Halls of Illusion, when the ultimate is triggered, additionally applies Wizard's Rune to one allied hero with the highest attack on the field. This can only trigger one time per deployment. Malric will not change forms based on this rune. So, I mean, he's going to want somebody else to be out first and act as a support for this guy. So who is he looking at? Okay, he's got to be looking at this, right? Idril is the heavy damage dealing elf. You said her ultimate hits everywhere. Well, let's see here. It says, during the skill effect, each basic attack fires 3 consecutive shots to one enemy, each dealing 70% damage, lasting for 15 seconds. During the ultimate, the hero's attack range becomes unlimited, and her attacks no longer prioritize airborne units. Well, alright, interesting. She's fairly awesome. I mean, just consistently amazing elf there. Alright, so we're going to assume then that this guy, this Malric, is going to be putting his sigil on the elf, I would assume, becoming a Blizzard Mage and doing AoE damage. That would be my guess. Craziness. Alright. What do we have here? This Frost guy, Boreas, an ice elemental born within the icy depths, commands the unfathomable power of ice magic. Yet he remains enamored with acquiring new knowledge. Okay, he has a fairly normal range. When attacking, there's a 10% chance to inflict freeze, and we know what that is. So this crowd control guy activates Eternal Ice Haven. Right. So if somebody is frozen, each attack will reduce the trigger interval of the next frozen purification by 1 second. Frozen purification, huh? Eternal Ice Haven, rather. When an ally inflicts freeze on an enemy, it deals extra damage ranging from 300% to 900% based on the freeze duration. The damage reaches its maximum when the freeze duration reaches 3 seconds. This effect has a 1.5% a second cooldown. Alright, so we got him. We got when enemies are inflicted with freeze, they will also receive anti-healing. Which does, they're just unable to recover HP. Okay. When attacking enemies inflicted with freeze, it deals 30% extra damage. And then we have Frozen Purification. When deployed, it deals 160% magic damage to up to 10 enemies in a wide range. and inflicts freeze on them. This effect triggers one time every 18 seconds afterward. During Eternal Eye saving, the skill's trigger interval is reduced by an extra 9 seconds. Well, that's neat. So he costs 19 to put out, so he won't be out right away. He's good against AoE, and he is good AoE, I should say, damage. And if he has the other chick, the Mari girl, which he does. No, he doesn't. That's Philippa. Philippa is something else entirely that I'm unfamiliar with. A master marksman who annihilates foes with her magic-infused arrows, but where every shot she fires with her potent enchantment remains indiscernible. Each attack launched increases attack speed by 10 for 5 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. Okay, we've got a basic attack there, and that was to, she does prioritize airborne units. Swift Barrage is her ultimate, unleashes 6 waves of arrows, each dealing 160% damage to one enemy target. An Arcane Impact. Every 8 seconds, the next attack deals 240% damage. And that's okay. It's not as scary as the rest of it. Yeah, okay. So he's gonna take a minute to get out. This guy isn't gonna want to come out right away, and he takes a minute to get out. The elf is fast. Elf comes out at 11. She's ridiculous. So she'll be out right away, I'm sure. And yeah, he does have Mari, that's right. Mari's first over here. So I'm imagining he puts the elf out. Then probably Mari. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe that other, I don't know. He's got a bit of a slow build. We're going to lose because the BP of the team is too high. But we'll give it a go anyway. Stage monster BP is 107,000. I actually am not going to really be able to damage these guys, unfortunately. Let's see. What hope do I have here? Not much. I almost have to build the defense at the bottom and just count on losing the first few rounds because I'm not going to be able to damage them. Not really. Okay. 107,000 is just too much. What I might can do is try to consolidate the DPS in the bottom. Maybe let's see how it goes. It's not gonna matter because he's gonna beat us so fast. Don't even think we'll make it. Alright, so what shall I try? I shall try putting Arrogance at the bottom first, I think. Giving him as wide of a range as possible. And then it's rough. It's a rough deal. I don't have Mari with me, and that's too bad. I also accidentally kept the healer. That was, oh man, in case I had any chance of winning, I certainly don't. That's too bad. It's alright. We'll just, we'll fight the good fight, and, it'll be fine. I'm a little confused as to why he hasn't killed me yet. But, that's alright. I'm not gonna argue the point. He failed with his archers. What happened there? Insufficient archers. Maybe I should have put this, a little differently. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Okay. In that case, I'll have time to get some slow on. Didn't realize that they'd be able to get through like that. Insanely, they don't have anybody to take out this this mosquito over here. And they're gonna lose. Huh. Well, that was surprising. Cody says, interesting, you put out Malric before Boreas. No, it doesn't make any sense, right? Because Malric needs... Okay, I think he was trying to probably bump up his archer's DPS right away, but Um, it felt like that was not the right move at all. But okay, yeah, I'll take the win. Um, got 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold coins for that. And now we're out of arena fights, which is just too bad because I was just looking forward to that 501,000 guy down there. I mean, our 280,000, sure, why not? Oh man, alright. So we got that. I think that means maybe we finished some quests. I'm not really sure. Maybe not. I guess not. Maybe I had already finished the ones that required the arena fights. I don't know. Hard to say. Alright. Well, fun times. Guild has something going on there. Guild quest. That's where it is. Alright. Participate in the arena 5 times. And so we get 10 diamonds, 40 guild coins, and 20 guild activity for that. Cody says, if you put Boreas beside Idril, Boreas' passive used to ultimate would have hit that last guy, but oh well. Right, yeah. Yeah, I don't really understand the way that he arranged it, but you know, I mean, we all make mistakes, so I'd say that was definitely one. Yeah, he didn't take advantage of his hero's abilities, really. Alright, let's check this out. So it has a red dot indicating, I think that it's updated since I was last looking at it. Alright, so we could get some things. I don't see anything of interest though, so nope, not getting into that. Okay, so what now? I think I might get the storyline again. 6-8 is what I need. Summoners will keep summoning monsters. Get rid of them first, it says. Go to this. That was 5- no, not 5- anything. 6-8? I gotta go back, I already forgot. 6-8, yes, okay. We are on 6-1, so that's a bit of a distance to go. I'll go ahead and I guess give it a shot. The smell of madness and chaos spread in the village. From the eerie eyes of the villagers and the frantic howling of the hounds, we know that the only thing left is to fight. Alright, so we have this map. We've got one place to defend. Don't know how many spots we have open, but at least one, I'm sure. We have multiple platforms. Alright, small spiders, very aggressive, but weak individually. That is the small arachnids. Maddened Salem Stableman. Corrupted by the Eldritch God, this human has become extremely irritable. When taking damage, he enters a frenzied state and moves faster. Corrupted by the Eldritch God. Well, his stats up there don't look too bad. Low HP, you know, well, not low, but, you know, on the low side of medium HP and defense. Attack, slightly elevated, not very good. Magic resistance, you know, just not great overall on the stats. Mindless villagers who attempted to flee after realizing the truth of the cult. Tortured and tormented, they eventually succumbed to fear and madness. When attacked, they fall into a frenzy at the memory of being tortured. Yes. Then we have the Abyssal Beholder. Demons from hell with huge eyes that can see through the fear in the hearts of their enemies. They have high magic resistance. It says that, but when you look at their stats, their magic resistance is not really all that high. If we look back, we don't have any ranged guys there. Alright, Maddened Salem Farmer. Again, it's just a melee guy. Nobody's hitting anybody on the platforms. Corrupted by the Eldritch God, this human has become extremely irritable. When taking damage, he enters a frenzied state and moves faster. This sounds exactly like our friend over here, the Maddened Salem Stableman. Alright. Villagers without the blood of the Eldritch God have become soulless and lost, reduced to mere wandering husks. Deprived of the bliss bestowed by the Eldritch God's blood, these dull beings now channel their anger, driven to destroy everything in their path. Well, okay, so he has a high attack I mean, compared to his other stats, but it's not a particularly high attack at all. Looks like they're only going to be hitting the melee units. Nobody has any magic damage going on. It's all just physical melee. There's 2 portals here. I'm not seeing anything particularly difficult here. So, we can just go with whatever we have here will probably be fine. We won't have a lot of places to put melee units, so actually we could probably take out Baron, for instance, who's not particularly useful to me anyway, and we'll throw in somebody else. Who shall I throw in for this? I could put in some more marksmen, put her in instead. I see no need for another healer. We could stick in this not very good marksman here, or that one there. Sure, why not? Can do. Really, this is above and beyond what we need, I think. So we can move both sides there. Let's see what we're... We can put people all over the place. This is crazy. Alright, well, in that case, I wonder if I should... That's okay, we'll just stick her here. And, I just wanted to get Arrogance behind her. Cody is suggesting bringing a tank. I definitely didn't bring a tank. I've just got a bunch of fighters, and I'm assuming that this will be sufficient, honestly. Could be wrong, and I'm not discounting your Goss at all. It was just, I didn't notice it. But I think I wouldn't have brought one anyway, just because that's how I'm feeling about it. I think what I may do is get her here, where she can hit both lines coming down. And then, what do we want? Maybe I'll stick him out somewhere. Actually, maybe I'll stick him out, or out, whatever, to get some of that poison on him right away. Now I could throw out this Maureen, I think her name is, but I think I'll just go this route instead, and throw some electricity down. Cody says straight up destroying the enemies. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured would happen. I'm not too concerned, honestly, about it. I think I may throw her out on one end, and then put this very, very trash one here out on the other end, and it shouldn't be that big a deal, I don't think. If they hit the middle, I can throw out his lightning field. I really just don't think they're going to get to the middle for the most part. I could throw out Ain if things get wonky, or I could put out the girl who slows things down. Yeah, I don't know. We've got this one. Go ahead and do her thing in a second. Again, I really don't think it's going to be an issue at all. It's one of those deals. I just have a lot more BP than they do, and so don't think it is going to matter too much, and high DPS just makes it a little bit more, a little faster. One of them made it to the middle there for a second. We're gonna have another one make it. Maybe. Yep, sure did. Alright. No problemo. Okay, now we got 15 diamonds, 333 XP potions, and 450 coins for that. Let's just out of curiosity have a look at the stats. So number one was the Poison Girl, which is fair because she got the first hit, you know. Followed by Voltus. His electricity field just slaughters. Arrogance just didn't really get to do much. He was too far back. Um, Brienne is, I don't know. I feel like she had a chance to do more than that, but I don't know. That eye patch girl, I think her name might be Maureen. Um, she did very little, and the Blue Goblin has been consistently unimpressive. That said, again, none of these guys had a lot of chance to do much. So, all right, we'll complete that. Let's see here. In 6-2 now, it says we found traces of the Eldritch Gods of the Abyss in the village. A symbol. Damn, we have to take down those Guardians of the Gods before we can decipher it. Alright. Now, map info. We've got 2 of the soul shards to defend, 2 portals over there. We need a couple of tanks of some kind, but I'm not real worried about it. I think the fighters will be sufficient to hold anything off, probably. Looks like we have the Maddened Salem Farmers again, they're fast. The Abyssal Beholders, they're easy. And more Maddened Salem Stablemen as well. Alright, well, doesn't seem to be too big of a deal. Let's go to fight. Have a quick look at the arrangement here. I think it's fine. I could put Cyclone in because I want him to be good, but he hasn't actually been particularly impressive thus far. I've got 3 slots for fighters at the moment. I could put him in as a 4th. I could take out this Blue Goblin of uselessness and put in Cyclone or Baron. You know, I feel like I'm gonna do Cyclone though because he does more DPS than Baron, who doesn't do much and also dies. Alright, let's give this a shot. Okay. Let's see who's coming first. Looks like first is the top, so we will stick out. Well, let's see where she can go first, but I would like to stick her out, I think, right here. And then hopefully, probably, actually, I don't want to put Arrogance behind her. So I want him to have full use of his range there. And so I think I will put the robot guy in front of her, or behind her. Behind her? I don't know. Does the robot guy? I don't know if he works that way. We will not put the robot guy. We will put Aim because I know he does. So stick him there. That's not a great defense that I have there because the girl is no kind of defender, and Ain, he goes down like a Led Zeppelin too. So, all right, that's all right. We're gonna go with it anyway, and I don't think it's gonna matter in this case. Again, our BP is so much higher than theirs. It seems like it is unlikely to matter. Let's see, what do we want to get next? I think we want to go ahead and throw her out and get that poison going immediately on these guys. Again, I don't think any of them have range, so it doesn't matter too much. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get her out next, I think, and again, we want to make the best use of her range as we can. So how about right here, and she should be able to hit down both lines. Let's see. Maybe we throw out Voltus next, right down here. I don't think that so far there's been any issues with anybody getting by, so I don't know that we need to put out anybody else, honestly. We could bottleneck them with this guy, but which side would we want to bottleneck? This guy or the other guy? Probably this side. And if we bottlenecked them right here, well, no, if we bottlenecked them right here, That would stick them in the mages. How about right here? To stop them in the mages field a little bit longer. That seems reasonable. So if they make it here, they'll stop them. Odds are he won't. And then we'll throw, I guess, her out. Well, maybe we should do this in since we've got the other. Actually, you know what? Let's just do a cross and get both of you covered. So far, it hasn't been any issue with anybody getting by anywhere really, and I don't think that it's likely to be. But you know, better to be prepared just in case. No use so far. You know, the field that goes out this far, and really they're not even making it that far. So, I mean, hasn't mattered in the slightest. Oh man, somebody almost made it into range. Do it. Let's go. Why not? Look at him. He almost got into Voltus's range. That was close. It's a good try, guy. Ah, Cody says the campaign's super nice in their opinion because 90% of it is really easy content, and the rewards are really solid from it for the time and effort. Most of your early mid-game summons come from campaign. Yeah, yeah, the campaign is interesting, and it's a different map every time, which well, not every time, but a lot of the time, and I appreciate that mixing things up a bit, you know. We got 15 of the diamonds, 333 of the XP potions, and 450 of the tokens. I think the trouble that I'm having is that because I'm completing the dailies and doing all the other things, my team is just way too high for the levels that I'm on the storyline because I only have so much time in a day basically, um, and so it could be more exciting of a challenge if it was closer to where I'm at with my team. So that's of course that's my own fault ultimately. All right, so now we have in 6-3. Even our own souls seem to be tainted by this twisted magic shrouding the village in the wilderness. Rest in peace, poor madam souls. All right, now we have 2 soul shards to protect, 2 different areas, and we have 3 portals. We have lots and lots of platforms, and the bottlenecks are there. We've got Madam Salem farmers, Abyssal beholders, fallen archers. Now they are ranged, so we'll have to deal with a little bit of range this time. Madam Salem stablemen, and raging mutant rodents. So they move a little bit faster. So we have a ranged guy, meaning we might take some damage. I wonder if we want to do putting up around the middle there as the base and using a healer this time. Like actually using a healer as opposed to just having a healer. Alright, so it recommends having a BP of 56,700. Our BP is 150,394. So I don't see this as being an issue, most likely. But go ahead and pretend like it's going to be. And first guy is going to come around that one, which is actually perfect for my goal here, which was to put Arrogance right here, giving him a spread where he can hit everything that's going to be incoming. I think I kind of want to put this girl out just so we get a little bit faster cast times. And I might even should have put her first, but that's not what happened. So, all right, now I think I want to get. Really, I want to get the poison mage out next. Maybe I will. We'll see. I will. All right, and I think maybe I want to put her right here and face down. Perhaps. Perhaps not. It's a, it's a little questionable. Maybe I put her right here. I would lose a lot. Mm, feels kind of good though. Get a little bit of poison on everybody. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Alright. I suppose I could put this guy. No, you know what? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I will. Changing my mind over and over again. I'm gonna put him this way, blockading there, and doing a little damage on anybody coming by. So far, I have had no need of a healer. Um, if I put her here facing up, we can hit everybody with her. We've got, I suppose I can stick Roltus here. We'll face him down and have a chance to hit everybody. We have two more deployables. Who do we want to put? Could do her. And sure, you know what? Why not? Let's just cover a little bit more of this area. If anybody starts getting seriously injured, I'll throw out the healer. And so I'll just kind of wait right now. We'll double time it, see if anybody starts getting hurt terribly badly, or badly enough to even like it be worth it. I guess she's getting hit a bit, so let's throw the healer on her. Could start in with these ultimates, I suppose. He's definitely hitting us. Alright, we got some guys incoming now. And that ended that campaign. Alright, we got... Don't know. We'll see. 15 diamonds, 333 XP potions, and 450 gold coins. Let's see where the robot is on all this. So again, he's very low on the DPS. Again, he hasn't had a lot of opportunity because primarily the things were dead before they even got to him. It's sort of unfair to judge him based on that. He didn't, go down, but he didn't really have an opportunity to go down. Not sure what I think. Complete this. Alright, the next one is an XP raid. Let's go to like this. And who do we want to put in here? Shouldn't need a healer. The team that is currently chosen is an interesting one for this. I mean, I don't hate it. It's okay. I kind of might like to get this girl out instead, because Daleen or something like that. Daleen, that's right. Just so that I can get the other people out a little bit faster. Otherwise, I'm pretty okay with this. It's recommending a 58,000 BP team. We've got a 135,567 BP team. So, yeah. XP bonus is unactivated. There are XP bonus items available. Would you like to use them now? No, I would not. Alright. So, Chip's failing out here. Then we will stick out, let's see. I don't know. Let's start with him. And then her. She has a good range, and so we'll just knock her there. Who else do I want to throw out right now? I think next I want Voltus maybe. Or maybe I wait actually and get her. I don't know. It's questionable, but we'll go like that. And then we get Voltus. And Voltus can face down. Just forming a gauntlet for these guys to try to get through what's going on here. And unfortunately for them, they just don't have a lot of chance to make it. Let's go ahead and throw his on. May as well stick her out somewhere, but where shall I stick her? I could just do here and face this way and hit everything that way. I think I may stick. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. We could get one more out. I guess I can put her out. It really doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and blow everything up. Yes, we can get over here, so that's something. Alright, so we completed that. We got 5,300 of the XP potions from. Oh, that was just from Partial Overflow. So we actually. Okay, hold on. Valkyria has an update for us. Commander, the Void Rift has been unlocked. It serves as a gateway to countless uncharted realms, presenting an imminent and uncertain danger to Tia. Swift action is imperative. Alright. Oh, now it's making me go to camp, but first, we're gonna go over this stuff. So we got 15 of the diamonds. We got like over 1,300 XP potions and 625 gold coins. So it wants us to go to camp. We do that, and then it wants us to go to the war room. We unlocked a new zone. That's cool. Void Rift. Feature unlocked. Explore the Void Rift for something or other. Surely it tells us something. Cody says, nice, got a Void Rift. Now that's 4 rewards now. Okay, cool. Void Rift. The Void Rift is now open, in which you will face extremely formidable enemies. And then, okay, so we've got Prologue 1 and Prologue 2. Prologue 2 is, of course, logged, as I'm sure we have to do Prologue 1 first. The next prologue unlocks when the current prologue's exploration progress reaches 100%. Oh, that makes sense to me. Alright. Tap here to enter the rift and start your conquest. Okay, sounds good. Tap in here. Right where the gloved hand points so insistently.
But death never frightened me.
That looked like Boris to me.
Reek of desperation. This is no place for mortals. I am not mortal! How amusing. You seek my guidance for the void. Let's see how long you survive.
Alright. Valkyria says, you can simply tap anywhere on the screen to move and get closer to monsters or items in order to initiate interactions. Oh my gosh, what? Tap the ground to move around. Approach monsters or items to interact with them. Interesting. So it really wants me to click the X, but I want to look first. Okay, so we're tapping to move our character. And then we're tapping to interact. And we're tapping to apparently attack. Right? Valkyria says, defeat monsters and gather resources to propel your exploration progress. Okay, progress. Valkyria says, time to embark on your expedition into the Void Rift. Good luck, Commander. So, now, what I see is we have Prologue 1, Phase 1 of 3. So there are 3 phases to this prologue. We have 0 of 26 of the little chest thingies, unclaimed resources in the current exploration, 26, 0% through the level. Yes, that all sounds right. We've got a storage bag. Prologue 1, Phase 1-3, resource acquisition, 0 of 26. Cool. Alright. We have a hero tab, which brings us back to our heroes. Okay. And we can go to camp. So, we have some options. We're going to go click on this and see what happens. Went to it, clicked it, got 5 diamonds. Seems fair. Okay. Looks like we have a guy to fight over there. Cody says they're apparently adding an open worldish thing like Void Rift in the future. I see. So it'd be more like the like Diablo 4 and whatever like that. Similarities. Okay, now this says 65,200 is its BP, I suppose. Now I don't know how that compares to our guy. If we put hero, is this the hero we're using? I don't know. No idea. Storage, we have things to claim there. I don't know why we would claim them currently, but nonetheless, let's go check out this 65,200 guy over here. So go to no one shall elude the relentless ambush of the Shadow Keep. Battlefield effects, no special effects. Guides, kill the Adjudicator before it devours souls, and keep the other monsters' death locations away from the Adjudicator's path. Okay, so this is the Adjudicator, I suppose. Before it devours souls, let's look at the guide here. Oh my. Border Float Prologue 1, we have a map. It's a very strange map. Got a lot of grates. Grates are scary. Don't think I want to put guys on top of grates. Seems dangerous. Platforms. Some. Looks like the enemies will be walking over the grates just fine. We've got the Adjudicator, we've got the Cleaver. Few have ever seen his true face, and his ferocious habit of slicing enemies into pieces has earned him the name of the Cleaver. And then we have Skeletal Giant Shielders. The minion of the Shadow Keeper, offering souls for the Shadow Keeper's torment and pleasure. He has high magic resistance. After a monster's death, its soul remains in place. The Shadow Keeper or the Adjudicator can approach and devour up to 4 souls to restore HP and increase attack. Seems bad. Okay. He's ranged. Okay, so he's ranged. He's magically resistant. We don't know where he'll spawn from. Okay, cool. Sure, let's engage in battle. It requires, or it suggests, 65,200 BP for this guy. With a special assist, and she is this girl here. We don't know who. Alright. Know nothing about what we're going into, so let's just head in as is and give it a shot. Our portal is over there. It gave some convoluted way of getting there. And let's just start with our tried and true fella here. And this is very hard for me to see. I have trouble differentiating when things in like colors don't contrast very well. And this map is very difficult for me to see. I'm gonna stick her out. Okay, so we can only stick them where the grates aren't, I see. I can stick her here. She'll bottleneck them for a second, and she will increase our chance or our ability to get the other guys out faster. So, all right, where are they coming? It's hard to say. I think though, if I go here and face up, we can hit everybody pretty well. I think so. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Okay, what I don't have is a great place to put a healer if I need one. It looks like, is that the adjudicator? I don't know. Hard to say. But they're magically resistant, so I think we want. No, what is her deal? We wonder. Um, can I see? Okay, her ultimate is Blood Source. Marks one enemy target in range with the highest max HP, inflicting vulnerability and vulnerability with physical and magical, lasting for 15 seconds. All right, that seems wonderful. Um, this is not the best for range here. Let's see, where can I put her? She'll hit people in range. I wonder if I should do it as they go by right here. That seems okay. It would hit two of the positions. No idea. May as well try it. See what happens. Alright, we've got this person. Questionable for can't actually tell. Okay, there. Just got into range apparently. And so far it's nothing. It's just inconsequential. So I was about to go ahead and stick him out and he can start weighing in on this DPS. Now Phelan is suffering. Could use some heals. I don't have any way really to get down there with the heals, so it's alright. We'll just replace that one when it becomes necessary in a moment. Replace her just like that. I think I want to go ahead and do this. And I don't really need to do anything there. I can deploy this one just to get a little bit of feeling on these guys. It's not going to hit the one down there, but again, it's irrelevant. Okay, so exploration progress 7%. All done and dusted. Let's take a breather. Let's not. Let's come click this gold if we can manage it. We managed it. Good for us. Okay, now we've got this other guy here who's defending some more gold and treasures and stuff. We definitely want to attack them. Here are the best gifts for the Shadow Keeper, says this fellow. Kill the Adjudicator before it devours souls and keep the other monsters' death locations away from the Adjudicator's path. Well, I think that's not what I've necessarily been doing. Wait a minute. Did not check this map. Okay, we've got two soul shard places here. Let's see. Spectral enclosure after a monster's death. Its soul remains in place. We know this already. We got this. Bat, fever, and skeletal giant soldier. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and do this one. And then call it for a little bit. We'll do the spy first. Engage in battle. And again, we're gonna just go the same direction as before. It seemed okay. I've got enough fighters. I think it'll be fine. Cody says, by the way, it said that Void Rift resets weekly. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you very much. Now, I don't really have anything in the way of good place to put her. So I'll just stick her right here for now. And then, I think, if we go ahead and go offensive, essentially. They have defenses to magic, so let's just shoot them with arrows and see how defensive they are toward that. if I can get Arrogance out front here. Ooh, but wait, because gotta remember too that there are other people gonna come from other directions. So do I want him up front? Not. How bad of hits will they be? I'm not really sure. Not that bad. But we could do this and have plenty left. I think, yeah, we'll try it. Let's see how it goes. They're gonna start going that direction now, and I think we put. Unfortunately, he is very weak. You'll be unprotected, pretty much. I could put a couple of healers. I'm going to put one healer. I don't have a couple, but I'll put one healer down. We shall see. Right move, wrong move, who knows? Could go here with her facing up. Should hit everybody. Now, if I need the healer here, I don't know. May have been the wrong decision, but we'll see. I don't really know how much I'll need over there. Could put him over here. Blockade this portal. And then speed this up a little bit. So far, I don't really have anything to do about the guys over here. So the question is, can AIM bend that area? They bother say. Also, possibly. He's getting beaten above the head a little bit there. Don't know. Not sure how I feel about it. May not have been the best move. We actually don't have any other deployables right now. But I could move Marine over. She's not really necessary, I don't think. Over here. Could move her over there. I think that's, yeah, that's Maureen. Okay. Might be a good idea. Okay, let's give it a shot and move her over there, or maybe even put Voltus instead. Or wait, maybe put this thing. I don't really know exactly what how good she is. Let's go ahead and try her. Okay, alright, let's give that a shot. And then we'll double time this and see how it goes. These creatures are definitely slow moving. They're not in any kind of hurry. So far, this is going pretty fine. And again, I didn't really need Marine down there. I didn't really think I did, because they just kind of getting slaughtered on their way in. There's a pretty good group hitting them, so. So I don't even think that this girl, now she didn't even get a chance to do anything, because everything was just dead. As expected, really. Mostly the DPS was done by Arrogance, then Brienne and Phelan. kind of just slaughtered everything, really. So, alright, cool. Cool. Alright, now, we will claim this gold here, if I can. Maybe. I guess, okay, so you have to choose the chest. So you get 5 diamonds, 20 stamina, and 5,000 hero XP potions for that. And then I'm going to go back to camp because I need to take a bit of a break and get some things done. Alright. It was a pleasure streaming with all of you and chatting with you. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me, and that way you can turn on notifications, and see you next time I go live. Hopefully, I'll see you guys next time. For now, see you later.